Day 64 of 365 days of meditation, and um, today's practice was about an hour and 15 minutes long, approximately, and did it in the morning, which was good, and a couple takeaways. One, more experience than takeaway. The body did not want to sit still today. Very squirmy, I think is the word. Just really did not want to sit still. Physically, just, yeah, feeling a lot of, I don't know, energy juice just kind of ramped up in the body. And so that was interesting. And I did the usual practice of just deciding that I'm going to sit there until that feeling sort of passes, I guess, sort of dissolves, maybe is a good word. And so that's what I did. I think part of the I don't know, friction I was feeling in my nervous system and my body was also related to some thoughts I was thinking about, which tie into the podcast that I mentioned in yesterday's video, which is the Huberman Lab podcast where he interviews Dr. Sam Harris. Really interesting episode. I'll link to it below again. And I'm actually going to watch it again a second time, or listen to it again a second time, I guess, and see what else I can extract from it. So I was sort of wrestling with some of the ideas, the main idea from that meditation that I took away, which was that mindfulness meditation, purpose is not to observe yourself, or the purpose is not to experience yourself as the observer of your thoughts and sensations in your body. It is to recognize that you are your thoughts and sensations. So the consciousness and the experience are one in the same. They are not, one is not viewing the other. At least this is Dr. Sam Harris's theory on meditation. So that's interesting. And I was wrestling with it today a little bit, just kind of churning it over in my head. And yeah, feeling a lot of sort of confusion and discomfort around it. I don't know why exactly. I guess it's because I've been thinking about meditation differently, thinking about it as me observing my thoughts, me observing my sensations in my body, me as observing my feelings, and trying to do it as objectively as possible. But this concept that I am them, they are me, there is no separation, is sort of foreign, and so I'm playing with that right now in my mind, and yeah, it's can't quite settle on anything with it at this moment in time, I guess. So there's some feelings of unsettled, and typically I know when I have this sort of feeling like I'm scraping up against something, there's something deeper there. I recognize that there's definitely something deeper there. That's why I want to go back and listen to the episode. In meditations in the past, when I'm thinking about something or wrestling about something, or just sort of touching on a sensation or thought or something in the body or emotional state, I can kind of tell when there's more there. I guess that's just, I don't know how to describe why. I guess I've just meditated enough times now where when I have this sort of feeling, this sort of unsettled feeling, like something, unsettled is a good word because it's like everything's sort of dropping into place still and hasn't quite landed yet, and giving me a clear picture of what's going on. I know that feeling. I've had it before quite a few times now in meditation over the years, and every time I have that feeling, if I just keep going at it, eventually there's something that sort of falls into place and I get a new understanding. And that really seems to be the process of meditation for me anyway. Disturb something in the unconscious or the subconscious, and then sit there and try to sort of sift through the dust and the debris, and my eyes will often water in that process as I'm going through the dust and debris, and then everything lands and I get a more clear picture of what's going on and a better understanding, at least for the time being. So and who knows what that understanding is, if it is actually any sort of deeper truth or meaning, but or it is significant or not. But it seems to be a process that I'm familiar with, and I definitely experienced that stage of shaking the tree right now, and all the dust is starting to fall. So we'll see what I settle on, what I uncover, what I realize, and hopefully, well, I don't want to set expectations, but well, why not? I guess hopefully what I'm hoping I land on is the idea that I get to experience this sensation of unification with my experience, sort of having a knowing in the moment that I am, the consciousness that I am is the experience that I'm having. So yeah, bit of a ramble there. So I'm going to call it a wrap there. That's it for today. In closing, as per usual, if you are struggling at all with your mental health, talk to somebody. Here I am, day 64, talking to, I guess, my camera and whoever is listening on the other end of this. But in all seriousness, in the past when I've been struggling with my mental health, and I did struggle for years and not talk to anybody about it, the first step I took personally was talking to somebody, and then start to get an understanding of what it is that I was doing, that it was a thing, that it wasn't that uncommon, that there were certain tools I could apply in my life that would help, that there was some hope. I guess that was really the first thing that talking to somebody about what I was experiencing in my life created. It created a sense of hope. So, and that was definitely from a place of sort of despair and hopelessness. So if you're feeling that suffering, despair, hopelessness, talking to somebody might just bring in a little, I don't know, a little drop of hope, which can be quite powerful. At least it was for me. All right. That's it. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day.